Good evening, dear students. Today's our new topic is family. Very interesting and very uh, interesting topic. So we'll begin. Today's our new topic by academic vocabulary. Is it visible?
Yeah, it's clear.
So before speaking about family, we will learn a new vocabulary belong to the topic family. So
also specific vocabulary that you can use when it comes up in your SAT already familiar to you. More specific ones and a few alternatives that will be very helpful.
So, is it visible family types and members? The first one is nuclear family, and I have questions. What do you think? What does it mean, nuclear family? If you have got any answers, you can give answer. If you have not got any idea, it is never mind. I will explain. Have you got an idea? What does it mean, nuclear family? What does it mean, nuclear family? No any idea?
May I, teacher?
Nuclear.
I think nuclear family, there are all members, family members, for example, parents, grandparents, children, siblings, and other family members.
No. What about others? Nuclear family. What about others? Nuclear family. Nuclear family.
In my mind, in nuclear family, there are more siblings or twins. In my mind.
If I tell you what does it mean, nuclear family? Nuclear family is a family, your immediate family. If I take I have got, I leave my father, mother, and brothers. They are my nuclear family. Nuclear family is your immediate family. Is it clear? Nuclear family is your immediate family. It includes your parents, spouse, its meaning partner, children, and siblings. And what about extended family? Extended family. Have you got an idea? Extended family. Extended family
include more than 6 or 7 people.
Extended.
It includes aunts, niece, nephew, and so on.
Extended family is a family that beyond, outside of your nuclear family, you have got grandparents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, niece, nephew, and others. They are your extended family. So the next one is in-law, brother-in-law, brothers-in-law, ones-in-laws. In-law, it's meaning that if you married someone and that person's relatives are for you in-law relatives. For example, I have got father-in-law and mother-in-law, brother-in-law, and sister-in-law. Such kind of relations adding to you after marriage. After marriage. Is it clear? And the next one is step sibling. Step sibling it is. What does it mean, step sibling? What do you think? Step sibling. Step sibling is by marriage. Have you got an idea? Step sibling. Step sibling is if we take a couple, one couple, and that man has divorced or loses her husband or wife, and that person, that woman or man remarried another man or woman, and they has got another children, they are called each other's step siblings. That person's child and another woman's child are called each other's step sibling after marriage. And a half sibling, one shared parent. Half sibling, it's meaning that one common parent, for example, one father and two different mothers, or one mother or two different fathers. They are one shared parent, half siblings. Now let's listen and watch this video about family types.
So we're going to start with family types and family members. Now, you know, brother, sister, husband, wife, all these things. So we're going to start with the family types, the nuclear family. This is your immediate family, the ones that live with you in your house, in an average house. This is who lives in it. Brother, sister, mother, father, spouse, wife, husband, sibling, brother, sister, and kids and all that. So that's your nuclear family. That's your immediate family. On that, outside of your house, you have other family members. This is called your extended family because you extend outside of the nuclear. That's grandparents, aunts, uncles, niece, nephew, cousins, etc. Again, all of these words by now should be pretty basic and standard to you. Now, you can also add to your family, right? You can have in-laws. So you have brother-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law, etc. The main thing I want you to focus on is plural. So we don't say brother-in-laws, we say brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, parents-in-law. Okay, so this is family that you basically add to your family through marriage. When you marry someone, that person's family becomes your family, but they become family-in-law. So one's in-laws. Now, you can also use in-laws as a noun to talk about the whole group. All the family members that are family to you through marriage are your in-laws. You can use that as well. Then you have step-siblings. This is a bit more common in the last century or so, but a step-sibling. So when a couple divorces, or maybe a couple, one of the couple dies, and they have a child, if the parent that remains remarries, gets a new husband, new wife, then the relationship between the new husband or new wife and the child is step. So if my mother married another man, that man would be my stepfather. I would be his stepson, and vice versa, stepmother, stepdaughter, etc. So again, by marriage, but by second marriage. And then you have half siblings. When you have one common parent to two children, they are half brother, half sister. So one mother, but two separate fathers. You have one father, two different mothers, one parent. When I talk about stepbrother, stepsister, etc. So, family types. Okay, so now we have other words for other family members that are not immediate or extended, not nuclear or extended. When we talk about distant family, we mean cousin's child or a cousin's cousin or some sort of relationship, some sort of blood relationship, but not really a close connection. They're technically family, but you don't really even know this person very well. Then we can say this is a family relation. So this person, you don't really know this person very well, but there is some sort of blood connection, like aunts, cousins, daughters, son, whatever, like all kinds of different blood flowing, but you don't really know this person. Blood connection, family relation, or family. Now, more and more common expression these days, so we're also talking about different trends, the way things change in terms of talking about a family. So we have something called a blended have a family that got like the parents has two kids. A woman, she also has two kids.
So, what does it mean, distant family? Is it clear what is distant family? Distant family. Distant family. Please switch off microphone. Distant family. Distant family. What does it mean, distant family?
It is single bells.
Distant family is it's the family that you please switch off your microphone. Switch off your microphone. Whose microphone is it? Dilnura.
Microphone is open.
Oh. Whose baby is crying? Whose child is crying?
No.
So distant family is a family that you bloodly connected, but you have not got any close relations. You have connected with blood, but you haven't got any close relations. And the blended family, kids from previous relationships.
That single mom grandfathers, in my opinion.
More grandfathers? No. Blended family is a family that, if we, example, if you take one man and he has got two children, and if you take another woman and also she has got two children, that man and woman married to each other, and they have got children with previous marriage. So such kind of marriage is called blended family.
Coins.
Blended family. Yes, blended family. And what about the adopted child? What about the adopted child? Adopted child. What about the adopted child?
Adopted child.
Adopted child. If you haven't got, if you couldn't have a baby or a child, you can adopt a child from another parent, and you can take care of that child as your own. Is it clear?
Mm.
And what about the foster parent? Foster parent is a parent that, please switch off your microphone. Foster parent is.
May I teacher? Foster parents are people who officially take a child into their family for a period of time without becoming the child's legal parents. The child is referred to as their foster child.
Yes, you are right. Foster parent is if you have got a house which related to the caring to the children. If you take one child had got accident and he lose his parents, in this case that child came to your house, and while the government find another parents for this boy or girl, when she or he are 18 years old, she can leave that house. And a single parent, do you know what does it mean, single parent? Single parent, single dad, single mom. In such we have got such kind of families that single parent, single dad or single mom. If that a couple, one of them died, such kind of family is called single parent. If they lose his as a couple.
Yeah.
And the
single.
single.
Yeah. Single parent is a person who lives with a child or children and who doesn't have a spouse or live-in partner.
Yes, very good. And stay at home dad, wife as breadwinner.
Yeah.
Stay at home dad. It's meaning that nowadays, the role of women are improving day by day. And in the past, women had to stay at home because of she gave a birth, and she must take care of his children, and the father must support his family. But nowadays, stay at home dad more common, and they men should stay home as a taking after the children, and the wife to be going to a breadwinner. Breadwinner is that a person who make money to support your family. It's called breadwinner.
Things they are not common nowadays, teacher.
But in the Western countries, but not in our country. In Western countries,
in Europe sometimes.
Yes, in Europe, but not in the country. But in some cases nowadays we can come across such kind of situations in our country, yeah. But in some cases,
of course.
In some cases,
from time to time.
Yes, from time to time.
Yeah.
And next we will watch.
They get married and they all live together in the house. So the husband and wife and the 4 kids live together. We call this a blended family because they're taking 2 separated families and putting them together to make a new family. Okay, a very common expression these days, a bit trendy expression. Then you can have an adopted child or adoptive parents. So if you go to another country, like if you can't have your own child, or you just want to help another child, you take from different parents and you make it this child as your own. You adopt a boy, you adopt a girl, your own country, from your own race, or
foster
parents,
foster child.
For example, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have adopted many kids, and Madonna's adopted a bunch of kids, etc. A foster parent. So if you have a house and you basically help children move from one situation to another, you are the between phase. So let's say a child lost his or her parents in an accident. There's no one to take care of this child. So they come to live in your house. You're their foster parents. You take care of them until the state or the government can find someone willing to adopt this child. Or until the child is old enough, like let's say 18, and then goes on and lives his or her own life. So you foster them. You take care of them until they can go somewhere else or on their own. Okay. Another very common situation these days is a single parent, single mom, single dad. This is a parent who got divorced or lost a husband or wife and is raising a child alone. So there's only one parent household, we can say. Okay. And again, also becoming more and more popular these days, a stay-at-home dad. It used to be that the woman, the wife, had a child. Maybe she would give up her job, she would stay at home for a few years to take care of the child until he or she could start school, and then maybe she'd go back to work. And the husband would just go to work and make sure that everything is paid for. Now, as more and more women are getting into the workforce and getting high positions, high paying positions, they become the breadwinner. The breadwinner is the person who makes the income for the family, or the higher income. And the father stays at home to take care of the kids. It's becoming more common, more acceptable. There's less of a stigma attached to it. 50 years ago, a man wouldn't do this because all the other men would laugh at him. Today, there seems to be no problem. So that happens. Again, we're talking about how families change over time. Now, there's a marriage. So I'm going to give you some vocabulary for marriage.
So, marriage, before the family, before doing the family, there is a marriage, yeah? And have ever heard about the noun nuptial? What do you think? What does it mean, nuptial? This one, nuptial. Have you got nuptial? Yes. Do you know this one? Nuptial.
No.
What about this one? Matrimony? Matrimony. No?
No, it's invisible, teacher. We can see how it's written.
We can see how it's written?
Yeah.
Isn't it visible? Nuptial.
Yeah.
No.
Is it visible? Is it visible this video? Nuptial.
Half of the screen is in green color.
In green colors. I think it is connected. It is connected with a net. Nuptial. Nuptial. N-U-P-T-I-L-A-L. Nuptial. Nuptial is meaning belong to the marriage. Marriage meaning marriage. Nuptial. Nuptial. And matrimony also belong to the noun matrimony. It's a marriage also. To wed is it's a wed, to marry someone. Wedding is a noun form. To wed is a verb form. Common law partner and marriage. Cohabitation. Cohabitation is if the couple live together without any signing paper and without any ceremony. It is called cohabitation. Living together without any signing papers. Is it clear? Without any marriage. Just they want to live together. They just want to live together. It is called cohabitation. In this situation, they are common law partners to each others. Common law partners. They haven't got any signing papers, any legally marriage. Any legally marriage. And the next one is same-sex marriage, but in nowadays in Western, especially in Western countries, you can say, same-sex marriage. It is legal in that countries, but in our country it is illegal. Arranged marriage. I think you know this phrase very well. Yeah, arranged marriage. Do you know this word? Arranged marriage. Arranged marriage. Do you know?
No.
No. Arranged marriage is if your parents choose for you your future husband and your future wife. It is called arranged marriage. Is it clear? Your parents choose for yourself your future husband or your future wife. It is called arranged marriage. It is yes, it is very common in our country, in Uzbekistan. Arranged marriage.
Okay.
Because this is still related to family. So marriage, everybody knows. Nuptials. So like usually we say nuptials with an S, but technically it's nuptial is the noun form. It basically means wedding. It's another way to say wedding. Matrimony is another way to say marriage. And you can use wedding, the ceremony when you get married. But make sure you understand, you can also use the verb to wed. To wed someone means to get married to someone. Okay. But not everybody wants to get married. Especially young people today. They're quite happy just living together without going to the church, without going to City Hall, signing papers and making everything legal. So if they live together for a long period of time, it's different. The amount of time depends on the country, the province, etc. But after a certain amount of time of cohabitation, means living together, they become common law partners. When their situation is called a common law marriage. They didn't do it through a ceremony. They didn't do it through paperwork. They did it just by habit. Okay, they live together. Cohabitation doesn't mean habit. Habitation means living together, but they live together. That together, and after a few years, the government just looks at you like you're married, and they give you the same tax breaks and the same rights when it comes to your finances, basically. Of course, the same-sex marriage, a gay couple or a lesbian couple are getting married more and more. More and more countries and cities and provinces and states are making it legal. In a lot of places, it's still illegal. In places where it's legal, it's becoming more popular. It's a gay or lesbian marriage couple. And there's also something called an arranged marriage. An arranged marriage, like the woman's parents find the man's parents, they say, okay, we can make a good match here. My daughter and your son should get married. Sometimes the husband and wife meet for the first time at the wedding. Okay, that's an arranged marriage. These days, it's very uncommon. They generally meet before. They still have to like each other at least a little bit, but basically, it's not so much a love marriage. It's more of a business relationship, if you want to look at it that way. That's called an arranged marriage. Now, a few other good words that you need to know about. So I've mentioned nuptial before. That's basically wedding. So a prenup.
So prenuptial agreement. Prenuptial agreement. Do you know this word? Prenuptial agreement. Prenuptial agreement.
Prenuptial.
Maybe something like Fatha in Uzbekistan.
No. Prenuptial agreement. Prenuptial agreement is such kind of agreement that if they plan it, they agree to each other. If they divorce it after some time, how much part of the estate which belong to the wife or husband. They agree in this agreement, prenuptial agreement. Layıha kelişu in Uzbek, yani nikah bulmasından aldın, gelişip aladılar. Mesela eğer ajrashsalar pulni boyligini qancha qismi qoladi yoki qolmaydi, shuni gelishib oladilar to'ydan oldin. Which is called prenuptial agreement. Matchmaker, marriage broker. I think you know this word very well, matchmaker. Yeah? Do you know this word? Matchmaker.
Matchmaker.
Savcı madam.
Yes, of course. Savcı in Uzbek savcı. So it is a person that calls to meeting two couples. It's that person that introduce two couples into each other. It is called matchmaker or marriage broker. Engagement. Do you know what does it mean, engagement? I think you know it very well. Engagement.
Trashu or something like that?
No. Trashu, it is a dating. Engagement is it's a period. Yes, unashtrul, una fatha. Engagement is a process that man and woman promise to each other about marrying, and the fiancé, it is a man, and fiancée is a woman. It is this word comes from the French language. And separated, divorced, estranged. Separated is meaning that families separated, couples live in other houses. They don't live together, but they can speak to each other. And divorced family is a family that they divorced legally, they signing papers, and they don't live together at all. And estranged family is a family that they don't live together, and also they don't speak to each other. They hated each other very much, but they are married. Is it clear? But they are married.
Yes.
They don't live together and they hate each other very much, but they marry. I think you know this word widow and widower, yeah? Widow and widower.
Yes.
Widow is a person.
Someone who is alone.
Alone? If we tell is a certainly, widow is a person. He his wife die, yeah, and widower her husband die. They are widow and widow.
Yeah.
And next.
Yes.
So we have got 5 minutes. So let's speak about questions. Yeah, these questions. Let's see this one. 1 minute. 1 minute. Discussion questions. Do you come from a large or small family? How many people are in your family? Who can answer? Do you come from a large or small family? Who can answer?
May I, teacher?
Farooq? Yeah?
Yes.
Do you come from a large or small family? How many people are in your family?
I come from a small family, and there are only 4 people in my family. My parents, my sister, and myself.
Okay, next question. Who are your favorite relatives and why? Who are your favorite relatives and why? Who can answer?
Teacher, may I? Dilnur, as for me, my favorite relative is, in my mind, my grandmother, because she supports always me, and because I loved her personality. She was very funny, kind of me.
So you like love your grandmother. So next question.
Yeah.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of being an only child? What do you think? What is the pros and cons of being only child? Have you got any idea?
Yeah, teacher. I think there are a lot of advantages being an old child, because you have a chance to have everything in your family, and there are some disadvantages of being an old child, because you don't have to share your parents' attention with siblings, and you don't have to share things like toys with siblings, and they don't have any siblings to play with.
Yes, of course. It is a disadvantage side of being only child. We have only 1 minute, so big week. How important is it to see your parents and relatives regularly after leaving home? So, what do you think? This question is very common, especially for girls which leave their house because of marriage. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have only 1 minute. Next question. Who do you like in your family? Who do you take after the most? It is a very interesting question, I think. Who do you like in your family? Who can answer? Please be active, other students. Don't be so passive.
As for me, I take after my aunts, because everyone sees us, says we look alike. People even think pictures of my aunt as a young woman, pictures of me.
Okay, very good. So, dears, our time is over. Thank you for your participating. Thank you for your activating. So, our lesson is over. Goodbye. See you next to the lesson.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a nice night.
Okay, same to you.